Good evening, friends. Hello, hello, and good morning, wherever you may be. I'm Cassandra Joan Butler, Agent 56 with the Cosmic Intelligence Agency, and this is Cosmic Connections. And wow, we're having a moment right now. This is a cosmic alert in this moment, in this latitude and longitude, by the way. In the sky right now, we have Mars opposite Venus squaring the moon, all at 5 degrees of the fixed signs. We're creating a perfect T-square. Translation, right before I pushed the button, I was saying to myself, wow, I feel a little wired. I feel like I'm jumping out of my skin. Yes, I was up early and it was an unusual day. I have so much more to share with you today as well. But I was thinking, check the planets. And I'm a 5-degree Scorpio. So it's a perfect little T-square, and I'm feeling it. So I might feel a little wired today as I'm sharing with you. What that means for all of you is that this is a moment this evening, especially if you're Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, or Leo, you may be feeling very motivated to get things done. And I know I personally am. My Christmas tree came in. It was delivered. It's artificial and it's hopefully beautiful. So tonight, after I talk with you, I'm going to take it out of the box and hopefully I like it. You know, I always say to myself, at a certain age, you say, this will be the last Christmas tree I purchase. You ever do that? I mean, theoretically, it might be. Anyway, welcome to Cosmic Connections. Tonight, we're going to talk about the full moon, which is on Sunday. And we're also going to talk about what people are talking about. All right. And I think I have the right chart for Luigi Mangione. And we're going to talk about his chart in reference, of course, to the big shifts in the sky that are happening for all of us at the end of 24 and the very beginning of 25. Let me explain. So in the many years I've been watching and observing astrology, there's a hypothesis. When we have a big shift, a cosmic shift, like a transpersonal planet like Pluto or Neptune or Uranus, moving into a new sign, the conversation restarts, it reboots. We often have a news story that reflects that shift. So Pluto went into Aquarius on November 19th. And then the other big shift that's coming up on January 13th is when the nodes or the eclipses are moving into a new sign, a new polarity of Virgo and Pisces. So let's do a little definition. You know, those of you who've been studying astrology for a while, you know what Pluto is. Pluto is the great transformer. It's like the archetype of a volcano erupting, or perhaps the Godfather doing its dirty work beneath the surface with its own rules and regulations. Pluto represents death and transformation and rebirth, where it touches and where it flows. So it's with us now, friends, for the next 20 years. Pluto is in Aquarius. It was flirting with us in 23, but it's definitely here now, full speed ahead, no more retrograde into the previous sign of Capricorn for the next 20 years. So what's Aquarius? Aquarius is the sign associated with many wonderful things like equality, egalitarianism, democracy, revolution. Aquarius represents the people, everyday people, being equal and being on the same plane. It's we, the people type of energy. But like with every sign, there's a shadow side. And the big shadow side of Aquarius is too much logic. Aquarius is also about logic and dehumanization and too much detachment. So as we have this Pluto in Aquarius, we're looking at the events, the news events during this new cycle. And so I want you to keep those words in mind: dehumanization and power to the people, because it's the power planet in the sign of Aquarius. Okay, power to the people, power to the people. Meanwhile, when the nodes move into Virgo and Pisces. Virgo and Pisces polarity has to do with health. The health of our physical bodies, the health of our mental bodies, the health of our spiritual bodies, and trying to come to a balance with how we eat, what we eat, etc. So this is about to give birth in the collective understanding. Again, the planets and astrology doesn't make things happen. It reflects what's happening, the conversation. So this event of this horrific, murderous, in cold blood assassination of Brian Thompson is on everyone's lips and everyone's minds. And if you put the pieces together, I think you might agree that this is reflecting these two energies. The eclipse is moving and Pluto in Aquarius. Remember, Pluto in Aquarius, the other shadow side is weirdness, is unusual. And a lot of people have been saying the same thing. And I've been, like you, many of you, I'm sure, have been reading about this very privileged young man's background coming from wealth and obviously brilliance. He was valedictorian of his private school in Baltimore, seemingly very good family that reflects the American dream, starting with his grandfather. And the more we know about his makeup, we're seeing that he was suffering deeply from definitely a physical issue, his back surgery. That's coming out more and more today. I'm not making excuses for his action, please. But, and that may have also affected his emotional, mental, and spiritual self as well. So tonight I want to talk about this in this context. I have his chart. This has gotten to me through Reddit. And we'll take a look at that. But hello to everybody. Hi, Jennifer. Hey, Jan. Hi, Joanne. Barbara. Louise. Good evening from Florida. Hello, darling. Hi, Paula. Rhonda. Cindy. Carrie. Kathy from Florida. Sunday. Hello from Washington State. Hi, Marcy. Hi, Diane. Hi, Candy. Hi, Leslie. Hi, John. Hi, Cindy and Trish and Jerry. Nice to see you, Donna and Christine. And keep on coming to the room, friends. We're going to be doing our spiritual messages as well. Hey, Mary, Sherry, Chandler, Angela, howdy. Karen from San Diego. Mary, hello, hello, hello. I want to also give you an invitation for some cool events that are coming up. Tomorrow night, me and Patricia Bell, Dr. Patricia Bell, Reverend Patricia Bell, and I will be going to do the Astro Talk, Astro Cafe through Lily Dale. Please go. I noted the website in the beginning. Lily Dale Assembly. You can register for that. It's at 7 p.m. It's a very casual astrological sharing. We'll be talking about all the events and astrology of the upcoming holidays. And then next week, how exciting, with the CIA, myself and some of the other fabulous agents, Julia, Rose, and Tara, are going to be doing a solstice offering for you on Wednesday. So that's really cool. That's going to be very fabulous. And so I'm not sure if I'll be here at the right time or the usual time, but I think we'll see. But I'll let you know. I'll post on my Facebook pages. But anyway, so it's solstice time next week. And if you're in the Buffalo area, come to my solstice, Christmas, New Year's worship service on Sunday, the 22nd at 6:15. So enough of the commercials, but I love to see you and love to connect with you. So let's go to our video. Well, we're doing a video now, I guess. Cosmic Connections, friends. Here it is. I'm not, here it is for you astrologers. This is the horrific moment when this young man killed another human being in cold blood. And I want to emphasize that Pluto and Aquarius, we are going to be contending with this for the next 20 years. I'm getting excited. I'm talking too fast. The shadow side, the dangerous side of Pluto and Aquarius is that we see human beings not as human beings with flesh and blood, but symbols or representations of something else. And the other big threat in the next 20 years, you've all probably thought about this, is AI and transhumanism, creating a new human being, not just made of flesh and blood, but, like the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz. All right. So again, Pluto's in Aquarius. What are the hazards? What are the shadows? When we look at his chart, now this is a generational thing. I don't want to say everyone born in 1998 has this. We don't have his time of birth. Hopefully we will next week or sometime soon. But we do have that Pluto-Mars opposition. That's the other thing that's been floating in the sky in December through, it's easing up a little bit right now, but it's been going on. War, violence, Mars, it's retrograde now, so it's kind of going inward, opposite Pluto, transformation, and bullying and power. So this is what happened the early morning of the shooting to Luigi's chart. We had Pluto on top of his Neptune, okay, triggering opposite Mars. We have Pluto conjunct Neptune, and then that Mars is aggravating and agitating. And I think in so many ways, this very good looking, very privileged, you almost kind of see his wound coming out of his eyes. And I'm not placing empathy or sympathy misguidedly, but this young man has been in suffering in 2024. And why do we know that? Because we all have been suffering and trying to heal a wound. Guess what wound he was trying to heal? His mind. The solar eclipse of April 8th was exactly on top of his 19-degree Aries mind. A lot of pundits and observers of behavior are saying he may have had an absolute positive breakdown from his back surgery, because everyone's saying the same thing. He's a great kid, great person. He's got, for heaven's sakes, his moon is next to Juno. He was a nice person. He was well read. Oh, but of course, some of the books he was reading included the Unabomber's treatise on revolution. We know that. But you don't know, and the news has been reporting on this. One of the books he was reading in Hawaii in his book club was called A Brief History of Humankind. And it was written by the mentor to Mr. Schwab of the World Economic Forum, Dr. Yuval Harari, who's like one of the most, I don't know, if look him up. He is a transhumanist, and then some. He's very, 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 very famous for saying humans have now reached this point in human history that they're hackable animals. He's all about hacking the human mind and talking about this emergence of the new human. He's the mentor of Klaus Schwab. Okay, so this was on his reading list, among other things. So this young person's mind was severely being wounded in the past couple of years. On Reddit, he was posting something in August of 2023 that was just after the eclipses went into Aries and Libra. So again, his mind is the focus of the breakdown. Again, I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not saying he had a break with reality. I'm just showing you what the astrology is saying, right? And then, of course, Saturn is on top of approaching his Jupiter. Saturn in Pisces, friends, wherever it falls in your chart, since March of 2023, it's been forcing us to be in the reality of whatever disciplined action we need to take. So for him, it's on top of his joy planet. So severe depression could be the result. It happens every 30 years. And then, of course, why the adoration? Why are people putting him as a folk hero for this horrific crime, allegedly? Well, I would say because right now, the passing North Node is right on top of his Venus, his sense of beauty, his sense of sociability, etc. So the number one theme of this year, of course, was Pluto going into Aquarius. But earlier this year, all of us been wrestling with, I want to call it identity and healing the shame within us, because that eclipse was triggering within all of us, where 19 degrees of Aries falls, trying to heal the narcissistic wound, is how I like to refer to it, that all of us have an insecurity, and his insecurity was in his mind. So we shall see. This is an ongoing story, but the astrology really makes a note of this. All right, friends, let's get to what's going to be happening to all of us after Sunday evening. We have the full moon. It's coming closer and closer. You look outside, that moon is just waning and getting brighter and bigger. And remember, the couple of days before the full moon, we call it the gibbous cycle, and that's when we're more intuitive, more psychic, more emotional. And that's happening as we speak. We're growing light with the full moon, and then we become illuminated. So something will break for all of us, where we find 23 degrees of Gemini in our charts. So a couple of notes about this full moon. It's conjunct Jupiter, which means, of course, expansiveness, new ideas, bringing to the fore optimism, emotional optimism. And it really feels a little bit more like the holiday season, because Mercury will be going direct later in the day. All right. So if you've had some Mercury retrograde stories, I sure do, but I won't bore you with them. We begin to kind of calm down and start getting what we need to do to create a holiday season that we can become happy and joyful about. The full moon is also trining Psyche at this juncture, and Psyche is the rock that represents our psychic abilities, so that's very cool. And Mars is opposite Venus, so we might have that polarity with our friendships or with our lovers or our spouses, might have a different point of view. Viva la difference. Let it all hang out, right? But again, even at the full moon, guess what's happening in the sky with this? Oh, one more thing I want to emphasize. This was about, presumably, a killing about the health crisis in this country, right? Look what's in the sky. Hygeia, which I also refer to as the public health asteroid, is conjunct Eris. Eris is chaos and violence, conjunct Chiron, wanting to heal, unfortunately, through chaos and violence. This is a reflection of the astrology with public health. That's Hygeia. So we're all thinking about health from the structure downward, and we will be working on this in the next 2 years. But on another level, when the nodes move into, officially, on January 13th of 2025 for the next year and a half until July of 2026, what we're going to be looking at is, how are we eating? How are we trusting the government, right? Do you know that we've had record recalls of food in the United States? So all of this is just reflecting in our astrology. Let me go through the signs now and give you a brief nugget for how the full moon will be affecting you. If you are Aries or Aries rising, the full moon is triggering your ability to communicate, your ability to organize and create a time management system. I think we all could use that in the next couple of weeks, but it's especially strong for you Aries people or Aries rising. For Taurus, it's about your finance, it's about your self-worth, it's about what's important to you, and creating more wealth and prosperity around you, Taurus. And again, illuminating and finding a new path. That's the message of the full moon. Something you don't know, and then you find out after the full moon is full. All eyes are on the Geminis. The full moon is going to trigger a sense of excitement and charisma for you, and effectiveness, and being able to work well throughout the next 2 weeks, especially. For Cancer or Cancer rising, it's a time to kind of nestle down and perhaps reflect, pray, meditate. You might not be feeling physically strong, but very emotionally strong. For Leo or Leo rising, this particular full moon is asking you to connect with the people that really matter, your friends, and become a little bit more social. like really network. For Virgo or Virgo rising, the full moon is illuminating ways to enhance your career and your service in the world. For Libra, ways to create your message, especially strong for teachers, writers, and just speaking your authentic truth around the dinner table. That's for our Libra friends. For Scorpio, it's a great time for you to tap into your inner power, tap into your emotional power, your psychic power, and your spiritual power, and connect with that. For Sagittarius, it's all about your relationships, one-to-one relationships, your BFFs, your spouse, your important people in your life that you want to be that partner to them. You don't want to always receive, you want to give. So giving is on the agenda for our Sagittarius friends. For Capricorn, it's about taking care of your health, taking care of your work, and positing a new way, a new process to work smarter, not harder. For Aquarius, it's time to have fun and joy. With this full moon is going to trigger that. Go to a holiday concert or go, quote, ice skating. I forgot to mention that's the Sabian symbol of this full moon, children skating on a frozen pond. The suggestion is about innocence and making efforts to enjoy wintry weather no matter what. You still can have fun outside. That's the Sabian symbol for this full moon. So for you Aquarius people, it's really strong. And last but never least, we have our Pisces friends. This full moon is triggering your desire to create a happy home, whether that means cleaning it, decorating, or becoming closer with your relatives and loved ones that you live with. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Angela. Hi, Karen from San Diego. Good evening, Donna. Hi, Kelly. Yes, it was Kelly. Yes. Please stay tuned. Every year I do what's called the year ahead. I've been doing that for about 20 years. I'll be doing videos and Zooms, and I call 2025 the year of the revolution. So please make a note of that. They're coming up this month and also in January. Jojo, hi. Hi, Rebecca. Hello. I'm so glad you're here, Sharon. I'm glad you signed on too. Good evening, Nancy and Paula Rosa. Hello. Hi, Sherry. What time on December 22nd? Yeah, it's actually in Amherst, Sherry. Please, you all come. Everyone's going to get a gift on the Divine Grace service at 6:15 at the Amherst Community Church. Hi, Margaret. It's all on my website too. Hey, Debbie. Hey, Katie. Nice to see you. Okay. Yeah. I do go on his show once in a while, right? Okay. It was from the narcotics he was taking. You know what? I'm glad you mentioned that, Barbara. Absolutely. Yeah, I have empathy for everybody. Okay. But I know people who've had back surgeries and I know they prescribe those opiates. I'm not saying he did, but that can mess up with your mind, right? Pain can mess up with your mind. I also work as a massage therapist. It can create imbalance. It can trigger psychosis, et cetera, et cetera. We're all wanting to understand this. And I think the adoration is one thing. Okay, that's kind of crazy and sick, I think. But empathy for a human being who snapped is another thing altogether. And yes, I think the narcotics, and he was also known to use psychedelics as well. And that can also trigger mental health issues. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Marianne. Oh, that's what I'm talking about, Marianne. The astrology of that is that the North Node is on his Venus. Okay. I don't understand it, Marianne, but the astrology kind of shows that to some degree. Good looking person. A lot of psychologists are talking about the bad boy syndrome. Mass murderers get, what's the word? Marriage proposals when they're in prison. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Carrie. Hey, Peggy. You've seen that crazy. Yep. Again, keeping in mind Pluto in Aquarius, the shadow side of Aquarius is crazy and mental disorder. And a part of that mental disorder is what I'm suggesting here from Dr. Haravari, that is a transhumanist who believes that people are hackable. This is one of the books on his reading list, okay? And detachment and not like loving everybody, but hating individuals. That to me is crazy. That's the shadow side of Pluto and Aquarius. Be aware of that as we go through the next 20 years. I am. Yes. Thank you, Cindy. Again, and word out to everybody who's in the Western New York area. The South Towns are going to be plastered tonight. Stay safe. Stay warm. Hi, Teresa. Hi, Cheryl, darling. Hi, Paula. Hi, Leslie. Oh, yeah, it's message time. I gave you this, and I'm going to do messages now. Hello, Celestine. What a lovely, lovely name. Hi, Pam. Oh, Pam Bennett, happy birthday. Look at, I don't always do this with everybody, but you're special, Pam, because it's your birthday. I don't do this for anybody. If it's your birthday, send me an email. I'll send you your solar return chart, okay? No charge. Now, if you want me to analyze it for you, that's what I do all day. You can have me book a reading. So remember, next week, we're going to have, on Wednesday, Cosmic Intelligence Agency solstice event. We're going to talk about the solstice, winter solstice. Thursday night, if you're in Western New York, we're going to be doing a solstice celebration at Reverend Angie App's wonderful Santosha Center in Amherst. And I'll be doing that with her. It's an event, healing and bowls. Tomorrow night, Lilydale, a Zoom talk. And then the 22nd December, we're having the worship service. And you know what? And tonight I'm putting my tree up. You're not invited to that because you do not want to see my messy, messy house. Donna Lynn, send me an email. Okay, I'll send you your solar return chart. Hi, Alexander. Hello. Hello, hello. Okay, I hope to see you on the 22nd. Please come. Everyone gets a gift. And it's not what you think. You know, everyone will get a gift. All right. Many blessings. Dear God, please allow me to serve. Please allow my words be filled with love, light, truth, inspiration, and healing for the highest and best. As we align ourselves with the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay, the first person I'm coming to, see, my eyes really are closed, is Donna Lynn. Okay. Hi, Donna Lynn. My thumb came to you, honey, as I'm tuning into your energy. I'm taking a big breath because there's something about this particular holiday season that's creating some anxiety, and you're breathing through it because you're missing someone, and this person's been gone for a while. It's a male. And I'm feeling it's father. I'm feeling very paternal. I don't know if maybe he passed years ago, but there's something about this particular holiday season. You're like, I wish he was here. And as I'm tuning in, he's coming in and he's giving you kind of a serving tray full of little mini hors d'oeuvres. And some of them are like, I don't know, pigs in a blanket or something. They're like little hot dogs or sausages with, kind of a crusty thing around them. Like dough. And he's saying, honey, you don't have to fuss so much with the preparations this year. People are wanting to see you and they're not wanting to eat your food. Okay. There's some anxiety about the next couple of weeks. I'm picking up here. It's good anxiety. It's like preparation anxiety. But next year for you, I'm circling February for you. And it's an exciting month for you to activate some new physical exercise. And I'm almost feeling the word dance with you, Donna. I'm not sure, but dance or movement, maybe an aerobics class. But you're getting into the groove of getting healthier with your physicality. And I leave that with many blessings for you. All right, good. I hope that makes sense. Okay, then my next reading here is Alexandra Sutton Pyle. As I'm tuning into my friend, I'm feeling, I get the word education with you. I don't know if you are an educator or if you're wanting to go back to school, but there's something I'm getting the word education. And you are an extremely intelligent person with lots of books, and you like to share your knowledge with others, but you're wanting to get things more organized with the sharing, whether you're going to be teaching in class or a workshop or something along these lines. And in your ancestry, I'm feeling kind of an education stream, like maybe there's a grandmother or a mother who was an educator. I'm getting those words for you. I'm also getting the word intuition for you, Alexandra. You know, Alexandra or Cassandra or Sandra means helper of mankind. And you have also, I believe, been working very diligently on your intuition, on your right brain, on your symbolic thinking, on your intuition. And I'm getting colors with you. I'm not sure if you're an artist or if you're doing spirit artwork, but I want to give that to you as well. And also interior design. There's something about the way you see things that creates like a feng shui wherever you go. Maybe you study feng shui. I'm not sure, but I'm getting these words for you, that the environment around you has to be a certain way for you to feel comfortable. Everybody like my glass? Isn't that cute? I'm not sure where we got it, but I do have a grandson. All right, friends. Okay. Thank you for being here. And yes, Patricia is reminding us, bring your chart tomorrow night. Yay, we're gonna have some fun with the Astro Cafe. You love to dance. Okay, the dancing queen. That's what I'm picking up for you, Donna. Good evening, Ryan. Have an awesome week, you too, Kathy. Thanks for being here, friends. I really look forward to seeing you. Every time I see your names, I get an impression, right? You're very welcome, Donna. Hi, Pam. You're always welcome to create an appointment with me to, thanks, Joanne, have an appointment with me and I can read for you. I read for people all over because we have this thing. It's called Pluto and Aquarius. We can reach everybody at any time with technology. That's a good thing. But please remember the shadow side, dehumanization, detachment, and creating people into symbols and not human flesh and blood. So prayers for the family of Brian Thompson. And we hope also that Luigi Mangione finds some level of peace for the terrible crime he's alleged to have committed. Okay. Thanks for being here, Robin. Come back every Wednesday at 8:30. God bless you guys. I'll see you next week. If the time is different, I'll let you know. And many blessings. Have a safe week with all the snow coming into Western New York's domain. Bye-bye.